Hey, what's up, Facebook fans, YouTubers, and Milestones Music students? My name is Jamin Collar, and today we're not doing an online lesson, but I'm taking a request to show you how to play Clocks by Coldplay. So let's jump in. It's pretty easy. We just got 3 chords, and then we've got a separate bass part, and then I'll show you how to play the melody. So here we go. All right, first the chords. It's pretty simple. It's G, B flat, E flat, then F, B flat, D flat, and then we're just going to keep that F and move these two down from there to there. So we've got F, A flat, and C. That's pretty much the whole song. So we're going to play that in different patterns at different places on the piano, but that's pretty much it. It's only they're going to, instead of playing it as a block chord, they're going to split it up and run it from the top to the bottom. So on this chord, they're going to go, and they're going to do that twice and then go halfway through. So once, twice, halfway through. And then switch to the next chord and do the exact same thing. Once, twice, halfway through. Run that one more time on the same chord. And then do the same thing for the last chord. There you go. In the left hand, what we have is you should be able to play that same thing. That'll come in handy, and that's actually the introduction right there. But in addition to that, we've got this other thing going on down here where it'll just play a single note. So you're going to have first an E flat with this chord, and you just play it a whole lot. And then when this chord goes from there to there, you're going to switch to B flat and play it a whole lot. And then when you switch from there to there, you're going to move from B flat to F. So that's the whole left hand part. It just plays a whole lot real fast, and together it sounds like this. And there you go. So what they do is on the verse, they do their introduction thing, and they go through that whole thing, and then they go just to the bass with the melody. So you're going to do the same thing, go just to the bass and not do that whole thing that we've been working on. So you're just going to go, which sounds really stupid unless you have that introduction at the beginning. So once we go from that down just to the bass and we add in our melody, it'll actually sound pretty cool. For our melody now, with the right hand, it looks like and it sounds like we're in E flat. That's not the case. We're actually in A flat. We just never play A flat throughout the whole song, which is something Coldplay likes to do, is play a whole song in a key but never actually hit the chord of that key. So it's a little bit deceiving and kind of cool. So the A flat scale is A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E flat, F, G, and A flat. So that's your scale. The melody will be somewhere in those 7 notes. Generally, the song sounds something like this. And you can see in the melody that it kind of centers around that A flat and always keeps coming back to that A flat. So that's kind of a cue that A flat is the key, not to mention that those are the right notes. So there you go. There's your melody. Together, they sound like this. All right, there you go. So that's the whole song. I've got a couple variations for you and some ideas on how to make this sound better. Now, most people, when they play it, sit down to play it on the piano, they're just going to play. But you're going to make it sound way better by doing two things. One, doubling up the hands, like I already said. And then the use of the pedal is really important here. Now, usually what you do is whenever you change chords, you're going to reset your pedal or lift up on the pedal and press back down. So actually, I'm going to bring you around so you can see what my foot is doing while I explain this. All right, so traditional foot pedal technique is going to be something like this to change on every chord. So it would go like this. But instead of changing on every chord, you're going to change after every chord because this song, one of the main characteristics is this really spacey feel. So you want the chords to kind of run together without becoming too muddy. So we're going to actually lift up on the pedal and then put it back down after we change the chords. That'll sound something like this. So you can hear it's just slightly different, but it adds that Coldplay quality to it, where the chords kind of run together without getting too muddy. In real time, it sounds like this. So hopefully you could kind of hear that little bit of difference. That'll set you apart a little bit. Something else you can do too is if when you're playing the melody, you keep one of the notes of the chord that you were playing. So you've got this thing. If you keep one of those notes while you're playing the melody, it'll sound, instead of like this, more like this. Which makes a big difference when you add in the bass. Instead of. So just throwing in one of those notes from that chord will help a whole lot. Something else you can do just to add a little bit more power, once you get into it, you've played it a couple times through, you're still not done, is just doubling up the octaves on the bottom. And then if you can, doing the same thing with your top part, because remember, on that intro we had... But once we go to that bass part, then we don't really go back to that again with the double hands. So if you can fake the double hands using octaves in the right hand, that'll help a whole lot. That sounds like this. So anyway, that'll take some practice to get that down, but it obviously sounds really cool that way. So anyway, there's some suggestions. Again, my goal is to help you reach your goals. So if you have any suggestions or requests for other songs or for more instruction on this song, let me know at Jamin, Jamin, at milestonesmusic.net, and be sure to check out my other videos on my YouTube channel, which you can reach through my website, www.milestonesmusic.net. Thanks a lot. I'll see you next time.